Okay. My research participant, she had diabetes before she was pregnant. So when I met her at week 16 of pregnancy, she told me that her obstetrician was preparing her for cesarean section, and she didn't want to go for cesarean section. And as the session continued on until week 20, her diabetes was increasing. I think the last reading was about 20. Was it about 20? So it's already, I was getting worried already. So I told her that if your doctor says that you need to go for cesarean section, then you need to go for cesarean section. But when I met her at week 28 of pregnancy, the level came down very dramatically. I think it was below 7. So it was actually normal. But her doctor still insisted that she needs to go for cesarean section. And she had all this argument with her obstetrician, and then finally she just gave up. And she was hospitalized at week 36. And she was induced. So what I wasn't very happy about was that she was induced and was told that if she didn't deliver naturally, after several hours, then she will need to go for cesarean section. And that was her first pregnancy. If you just imagine, first pregnancy, week 36, if she's induced, the cervix is not going to open. So finally she ended up going for cesarean section. And when the amazing part was that because of hypnosis, when she went through cesarean section, finished, the wound healing was very fast. So she got on her feet was quite fast. And the baby, remember when I told you the APGAR score? Usually if from the results of cesarean section, the APGAR score would be somewhat lower than it was supposed to be, but in her case, her baby's APGAR score at the 5th minute was about 8 or 9. Yeah, it was good. And then the baby looked so beautiful, so healthy, and so on. There was another one that will be in your case study today. This patient again went through cesarean section. This is when her cervix opened at 5 centimeter. After 24 hours, it remained at 5 centimeters. So the doctor started getting very worried, and they said that if still failure to progress, they're going to induce her. And she was induced, but she didn't feel any pain. And I was at that point I was very worried, so I keep on going to the labour ward, keep on asking the nurse what was happening. But the amazing part was that when she was induced, when the contraction was very hard, she was sleeping. So, and when I asked her later on, didn't you feel any pain? And then she said no pain, because she was able to sleep throughout. And she refused to take epidural. She refused to take Betadine. Until that point, the nurses in the labour ward, they were not very keen on hypnosis. But when that incident occurred, they suddenly realized that, hey, yes, it was something amazing. So they started asking me a lot of questions. But unfortunately for her, she couldn't go through natural birth, because when after 5 centimeter, the doctor said that, look, we have to do something about it, because it's been quite some time. And when the doctor told her that she needs to go for cesarean section, she started crying, because she wanted to go for natural birth. And she asked me, what do you think? I said, you need to listen to what your doctor said, because the important thing is it's your baby, and also your health. And thank God she did agree to go for cesarean section, because after that, and then I realized why the labour was not progressing, was because the baby was 4 kilograms, and she was very, very small. She's shorter than me, and then her body is also very small. And baby was 4 kilograms.
Because of the diabetic? Because of her height?
Yeah, so it could be because of that, and because of diabetes, maybe baby was big, but baby was healthy. So what the doctor couldn't understand at that point was that the baby's vital signs were all alright. Everything was normal. She was healthy, but the cervix just refused to open. So it could be that because the baby was too big. So thank God that she did not go through natural birth, because otherwise, remember I talked to you before, the shoulder dislocation, injuries, and because she was very small, definitely she would have a lot of tearing, so on. Yeah. That was a 2 case study.